The Bay family was going on a picnic. Mama and Papa packed the picnic.
Most of the time when you see kids sitting in the Barber chair, they're playing a game on their phone or zipping through their iPad. But here at Masterpiece Barber School, electronics are hard to find on this day. It's good old-fashioned books that have these kids enthralled. This is Read to Your Barber Day in honor of Nevada Reading Week.
It was an opportunity for us to really engage folks that they already look up to and say, hey, you know, reading is cool, and have books that the kids would connect to.
Come on, sis. Let's find a good picnic spot.
The idea for this annual event came from the late Nevada Assemblyman Tyrone Thompson. He was a huge advocate for children during his time at the state legislature and his work here with the city of Las Vegas. He and Dr. Morris Hibbler were colleagues and friends.
Anybody that knows Tyrone knows that when Tyrone brings something to you, he is not just bringing a concept, he wants you to spring into action.
He had read about a similar program back east and wanted to start it here in Las Vegas. So they contacted local barbers and found them overwhelmingly interested in participating.
And we had one in particular, Marcus Allen with Masterpiece Barber Shop, that also has a barber school, that said, hey, I will get my students, my barber students involved as well, and we'll do free haircuts and we'll do all these things. And so instantaneously, it was very organic in that we started with a few barbers, and then we would just, each year we increased the number of shops that participated.
Marcus Allen jumped into the event with both feet. He says he loves seeing the kids and his barber students interact over something as simple but as important as a book.
So to go back into a book, these ask kids, some kids are like, what is a book? I don't even want to read a book. I just look at my iPad or I play games all day long. But if you give them the opportunity to re-interact that with the everyday balance of just at least reading some portion of a book, not the whole book, but some portion of a book, I think it would bring a better kid, or raise a better kid than what they actually have with just giving them a tablet or a cell phone to play with.
He says if you think the kids are the only ones enjoying the experience, think again. His barber students have a great time while building important relationships.
With that one side.
And they get a chance to meet and greet with the kid, you know what I'm saying? Build a relationship and rapport with the kid, because that's a future customer pretty much in their chair later on after they graduate from the barber school. Marcus
encourages his barber students and barbers at his other shops to read with kids every day, not just during Nevada Reading Week.
The students that were students back then in 2015 and 2016, now they are actually shop owners and they are actually in the shops. So it carried on that they actually carrying a legacy on, would actually read with my barber into their barbershop or the barbershop that they're actually located in.
What starts with a single book turns into a conversation, which then turns into really a lifelong mentor-mentee relationship between the young person and their barber.
Tyrone Thompson was instrumental in getting this program off the ground in 2015, but those who knew him well know this is simply one of many programs and events he organized to help kids, especially kids in need.
We really connected about our passion for kids. He was all about ensuring that our children in our community really had a chance. He gravitated to those kids that were in foster care or homeless or came from underserved communities, and really wanted to make sure that they knew that those beginnings did not have to define who they were. And so this particular initiative was just one of many that he launched, to support children.
Everyone is put on this earth for a purpose, and he served his purpose. And although he served his purpose, he left one heck of a legacy. And we still live in his legacy right now. Today we have not let it fail.